Well, hello there, friends. Oh, God, looking thick there. Well, hello there, friends, on this delightful Tuesday, March 2019. And of course, as soon as I start to record the video, my stomach is grumbling from hunger. A hunger for beef. Well, anyway, gosh, this is so bright in here. How are you folks doing? The morning walks have returned. As soon as I made that one video, it was like a huge storm that hit, and took a bit of time for ice to melt. They plowed the roads and all the snow onto the sidewalk, so it was one of those that rained then snowed. So it looks so good, except I just went out a couple of times thinking I'll go for a nice long walk and just nearly fell on my ass numerous times. I was like, well, yeah, this is not snow I'm walking on. I need to get some loafers, some walking loafers. Is that a thing? Athletic loafers. I do have some all-terrain, I don't know, walking / something shoes, but I'm definitely not a fan of tie-up shoes. I've become very used to loafers. Slip your foot in, take it out. Call me lazy, folks, I don't know, but the convenience, just nothing beats that, honestly. So I need to get some, just make the process even more easier. I'm still not quite at the wake up super early and do it, but I think I just need to suck it up and just set a timer each morning and get out of bed, force myself out of that deep slumber, and do the walking. It's not even so much for cardio or anything. It's just you just feel better and you get your day started ready to do something and get out a bit. And it gave me the thought of well, what else can you start doing on a daily basis and slowly build it up over time. I think started after walking, just doing some squats when I get home. I'm kind of a fan of the whole I started off doing just 20 squats, and I figure I can over time, maybe every few weeks add 5, so you're doing 25, then 30. So by the end of the year, you can get up to maybe 100 or something like that. And so that way you have that going. And so, because I know I got to train my legs, folks, just for overall health, but I don't want to have a leg day or something like that. It's just, how can I incorporate it daily? So that's what I've been doing. I've started before dinner a quick little core routine of working on hollow body holds and just the Superman position. Just to get, it's not to, for 6-pack or anything like that. I know you can't spot reduce. It's nothing like that. It's just general, core stability, strength, whatever health that gets talked about quite a lot. And, all the sitting and laying down that I've done, I'm sure I have shitty core strength, which is probably not good for my back or anything else. Just, aiming for a minute one way, turn around on your stomach and do it the other way. Trying to go for a minute. And no need for any equipment, just a thing you can practice on every day or however many days you want. I've pretty much whittled down my stretching before bed to just a hamstring stretch, laying on my back and my feet against the wall. This way you're not dealing with the it's like flexing your spine too much, thinking you're actually getting a hamstring stretch when you're not. And then like a cobra stretch for lower back and abs has been going well. So see, it's about upper body training has been 2 days of dips. Oh, dip. 2 days of dips and a day of pull-ups. I figure when you can do dips with my with the weighted vest, then I can switch to 1 day of dips a week and 2 days of pull-ups to let that one catch up. It's about, and I know you're like, oh, this sounds dumb. Why don't you just join a real gym? Why don't you just do this and that? It's like this slow, gradual buildup of momentum, and just, I think people kind of discount the basics sometimes. It's like, what can you start incorporating on a daily little basis too? Some things not so daily, but you know what I mean, that you'll slowly build up throughout the year. You know, like good basic stuff that is easy to discount. I mean, I don't know, folks, what's like the point of being big and like muscular or whatever, just big dude, whatever, when, you know, you can, barely walk 15 minutes without getting out of breath. Man, I don't want that anymore. I don't care. I just don't want to be fat, slow, weak, whatever. And some of it is, it's kind of like I said in one of the previous videos about prioritizing and optimizing, you know, like you know, more than likely, if you've got stuff to work on in life, you probably have several different things, right? It's probably not just one thing, so you can't do 100% on everything. So it's about, how can I just distill things down to the absolute basics that I can. Basically, like, what's the most that you can get from some things for the least amount of work? Is where I'm at with that. Because all the, like, oh, well, that's lazy. It's not, no, folks, because I gotta focus on the learn to code, on the career change, etc. Not, you know, what, hour of lifting, hour of cardio, 5 days a week. Like, that's not my focus. So it's like, how can I optimize this stuff and build up a little routine and stuff like that with it? I don't think it's that bad, but I'm sure people will disagree. Ever since last week, I have been hitting the coding pretty hard. I'm not quite where I want to be yet, where essentially you treat the process like it's another job. It's another job that you clock in each day, so to speak, and spend, I don't know, I think I want to get up to at least like 6 hours a day on it. You know, I'm not at the point in life anymore where it's some sort of like, oh, you'll just work on it here and there, or like 1 hour a day. Like, no, it's way beyond that point. And it's the thing that I have to put most of my focus on and energy to. So this is like why I said some other things, like with the fitness, I have to kind of scale it down to the basics and That's why it's very bare bones. But I think sometimes people take bare bones basics for granted, you know. How's that going? Slow, challenging, humbling, sometimes embarrassing, but I'm not stopping and I'm not giving up. It's like I said, like the analogy is it's like a muscle that's weak that you got to train and get better at, and it is pretty hokey and used pretty commonly, but it really is true. I have not had to use my brain like that in a very long time, so of course it takes you a long time to do things. Like it'll teach you, oh, here's this and this and this, and here's like, then it gives you some exercise things to like now make a program that does this, and yeah, obviously my brain's not having to used to work that way, so it takes me a while to do that stuff. And there are a number of times, folks, where I ask myself, is this really something that I want to do or should I do? But I'm not giving up, quitting, no matter what. Because you might say, well, if you're forcing yourself to do something, if whatever, are you sure that this is for you? Well, the reality, folks, is I have no other choice but to make it for me. All I've basically done my entire life is wait, right? You don't know what you want to do. You're lost and confused. You don't know what is even for you. What is for you? When you've been just lost and confused your whole life, and then you decide, well, I'll just sort of wait, you know. I got this job, whatever. I'll just sort of wait, and maybe the feeling will come to me, and I'll figure out what to do with life, right? And years go by, and no matter how long you wait, nothing ever comes to you. So At some point, folks, there is no other choice than to pick something to the best of your, thought process. I mean, I already got a degree in this shit long ago. Like, you don't want to, I know degrees don't really mean anything these days, but it's like, well, can I at least salvage the time and money that I put in to get this piece of paper? So I figure the worst thing I can do is quit. If I just keep working on it day after day, no matter how little progress some days I make, and it's slowly getting better. Slowly I can feel my brain get into the mindset of like, some stuff you look at and you're like, I don't even know where the hell to go to make this. Like, where do you even will I use a function? Would I not? Would I make a whatever thing for this? But very, very slowly, I can feel your brain tick and be like, oh, okay. I think I know how I might do this. The worst thing, like I said, is if I quit. So if I keep working at it day after day and just try to get a little bit of progress each day, the time is going to go by anyway, so I might as well not feel sorry for myself and just work on it and tell myself, what else are you going to do, right? And not give up or why don't you do something else? No, because if I do something else, I'll question that too. And then I won't ever get anywhere because I never stick to anything. So, it's like getting over the fear of driving or whatever. Yeah, it's like you're scared, you're anxious, but you stick to it. And very slowly but surely, you get over that fear and anxiety of it. So that's where I'm at with that, folks. But ultimately, at the end of the day, it's going to have to become like a second job, the learning process, you know. You get up, do your little walk and squats, have some coffee, get started and work on it for as long as possible before work. Maybe if it's a workout day, go do the dips or pull-ups. Go to work, come home, do your little core training, go make the food, and eat dinner, clean up, maybe do some more after that, and then just to give your brain a little break. I've been starting also listening. Somebody told me to read Psycho-Cybernetics, which I think I have the book for. I found the audio book. Maybe I'll just do that. That might be a good thing to listen to during the walk too. But if there's any truth to this whole reprogramming your brain, been listening to, I think, Earl Nightingale stuff. You know, oh, you're listening to motivational whatever stuff. Indeed, folks. Is it a waste of time? Is it dumb? Is it all crap that doesn't work? Who knows? But you do hear a lot about people doing that kind of stuff where they just listen to that crap over and over and over each day until it gets through their skull and their mindset completely changes. I mean, I know for a long time, if there's any truth to it at all, folks, I want to find out. I mean, I've already done this whole give up at first sign of any challenge, whatever. Don't pursue anything. Don't stick to anything. You know, and on it goes. So I want to find out if there's anything to it at all. What's the worst that could happen, right? I mean, I've known for a long time that my mind was basically my worst enemy. So if that can have any effect at all, I'd like to see. So I think that's where I've been at, folks. Just got to build up those habits. Very slow, gradual momentum and movement, physically and mentally. Oh, jeez. Oh. I mean, if you're stuck, gotta get unstuck. Now, I've been stuck for a long time. Stuck or just not in motion, if you will. It's got to start building up motion, folks. And yeah, gotta find a grocery store and check for some ground beef patties. I'm pretty much gonna do this. If I'm gonna do this zero carb thing for a while, I don't see myself doing it for the rest of my life, obviously, but in terms of just fat loss, I'm tired of being fat, folks. I'm tired. I want to take care of this problem once and for all. So, yeah, ground beef and hard-boiled eggs have been pretty affordable and just an easy go-to grill shit. Oh, that grill has been so nice. Grill it up. Peel those eggs that I hard boil in batches. And there you go. Whether or not it's ultimately that tasty, who cares? Because I've been in a mindset of enjoying food for way too long that I kind of need to take a step back from that for better, you know, for like a higher purpose and ideal than just like, oh, well, what sounds good? Oh. Well, that's where I'm at, folks. Gotta find a way to succeed. Dude, why don't you do this? Dude, why don't you do that instead? It's the most important thing is I pick something, focus on, and do it. Well, anyway, folks, that's enough for that ramble. God, it's like the loafer ramble. Take the loafer pill. Picnic loafer pill. Anyway, folks, you have a great evening. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.